Okay, any games no come on.
Is it that you have some na meka say tia some the best American say me tia office na Gabi here in stories and or the UEFA Champions League team of the week
Bye.
Eba na me nim say team of the week one some na work but I heard him say hey na UEFA for na makoye team na man for Chelsea player anka ho UEFA for a team be so I want to share spin am so a team of the week and one some na all can me say hey what could buy wa short 3-1 you still want Chelsea player to appear in the team of the week abaka question Benfica away Barca aba be Newcastle woni fie Inter kwasha Ajax away a lot of top Bayern are show 3-1 there are a lot of players are more outstanding within the week our Champions League still Gabi story on so can say we want to make the team of the week for UEFA
Of Chelsea player.
I say Argentina Chelsea player in there was somebody profia
Player Bemponi between make kicks. Ebia probably anya akwaya.
I saw friend no ngasa be ya no.
Kupama ya.
I saw ba no ba be ya.
Kupama nso dey oye bibi gidigidi biaza.
Also Robert Sanchez who make saves pa.
Tell us say mutimi ne nye.
Yeah.
It's not a Bayern against Chelsea goalkeeper.
Me say me can talk o. Me say my can say I was amazed about the story and then I say oh we have a long season to go. Rich ain't to be
yeah.
The Merseyside derby no. Yeah the best share so. Na I no cre team my friend Everton and the Moyes applique a certain form be. Now, I would have associated with Fifi. Say, Abia Everton bet me a BB. I did tell Liverpool. But Rich, only if like a game in Kembo one further. Say Kembo here, wow.
Ebia.
And Everton form ni ye. So me hat team my friend. Liverpool form. But at Anfield, Rich, even when Everton form we ye crashed den. Liverpool finds way to win. And see, before I no, not official lineups about that. So these are not probable 11. This is lineup a new game him. Jeremy Frimpong Mbo. And I say he's not starting. A Conor Bradley and a ball right back. With Kerkic and a Konate Van Dijk na omu goalkeeper Alisson Damu. Oben Fifi wa Rich. Obenji for invert. Me so wa ucha YouTube no fa ne to board no na enkofo hu you know line up no. Na nya me ho asem na ye ka ade ye ka o screen so. Rich Obenji for invert for the Merseyside derby. I think I know why. The Merseyside derby is the most dirtiest game in the English Premier League. Too physical. And me so say Ogidi say the German international too soft for a game it say. At least Manimbo McAllister and Soboslaya onim say omodie they play this derby they know what this derby is about no omo. Then Salah, Gapo, and Abrantia Efeno, Hugo Iketike, into Enye Isaac, and I started as a striker. One nature YouTube. Yeah, the other camera no want me try YouTube nana. Offering into screen, so we are speaking to a lineup, and there is no shot of the screen. What is happening? Rich. That is the Everton team. I think I love something about this Moist Everton team. Rich, omo balance. In this Agana guy and Gardner. Then they got Gisby Hall from Chelsea. And we have show number 8 in him. And we have show number 10 hall. And but Obieni said Gisby Hall is more of a number 8. It's a though. Even though from Central, they are not too creative, but they are so difficult to play against. So compact and Jack Grealish as the roaming playmaker. And Bonner said, inside Rich, he is able to create. And then one say, you started Premier League in Chile, but the first player of the month, Jack Grealish in a really. It tells you the kind of impact or the and Beto will always give you presence. The only problem is say, Rich, I saw defenders be saying Van Dijk money could out of Mope. Why I want the one who bought never one in the air. Then they also have the stature to deal with you. It's in a hour. Konate Van Dijk will deal with Beto as a striker. Then Anna Slot Akko for a familiar tray of Gravenberch, McAllister, and Soboslai. I will need what it takes to play in the men's side because I am very, very physical. No? They will match this midfield of this blue hall, Gay and a Gardner with the physicality. No? Rich, Ndiaye is that guy for Everton. Unassuming, ghost attacker, and he seems to read the game warranty. Time across in the bubble box, he will be there somewhere around, position to pounce. Very, very dangerous player. Sagra Abrantewi. Rich, the quality of this Liverpool team. When you get it, you sack it to Benjo. Gapu Mubo, players will be to bench. Salah Mubo, look at their quality.
One vet at the bench.
One vet at the bench. And see, you look at the team and you look at Omo bench. Now see Charlie, they have quality in their team to come in. See, you have a very nice game. To be very, very nice. But I think say Liverpool always have a little bit of quality. There. Game no stretch. Na Omo there no ato Everton for the bottom. Na Omo fawe no ewo na Omo ediko. It's the big one. And then my disappointed kakra bi wo mu.
Sir.
Because of him no form. But a good. Yeah. And then now of him no form no. Man you better.
Say I'm saying pay the underdog tag. I want it.
No, I think say Udo no more team no.
Okay.
Udo no.
Okay.
More team.
Okay.
Rich. Game we. Their first two basic and your maybe. The best thing in a change is number one. Before the start of the season, no. Adia Bakwana and Kofo Reni say this time around, a bit may advantage to Manchester. I said they are not in Europe. Not in any competition in Europe. And see, Man U Champions League. Onwa Ombo Europa. Onwa Ombo Conference. And see, more Europe no. Mukoba. No, they will prepare every weekend for domestic football. Whether a league, FA Cup, and I say the League Cup. And see, Man U have 100% concentration on domestic football. Now, Rich, if before ever start this season, you can say side any advantage there, then it should start from any game, no? Because this is the first time, Europe, no, especially in the Champions League, no, I come first round of the Champions League game, number. What I'm saying is, after the weekend of the Manchester Derby, no, Man U more game. The next game they are going to play, I the game, no. But between Chelsea and their results against Brentford, no, they've traveled to Germany and they've come back to England and they've played Bayern Munich. enti sɛ na yɛ nokorɛ sɛ man u ni a ɔne Europe kora no ɛbɛboa no a ɛnɛ game no ka ho Chelsea akɔ Europe aba midweek. Number 2, Rich, I have been in this industry for a very, very long time. About 15 years, echo 16. And I'm starting to me practice sport journalism. The very campus radio and Rich, there is a way out. When the football world is anticipating a particular story, there is a way it clicks for you to write that story. The best I can say, oh, person I man use on. Rich, what man you are looking for is one statement match. Send a pressure never from Kakra on Amorim. One game, every man go focus say, yes, man you preseason, you know. You to say the team is improving. By a starting season, you know, man you are good difficult games here. ABNA opponent in Tina, say improvement na he anticipated from preseason, you know. Young we so against Arsenal, against Man City. But still now within the contenders. Man you will play one game here. It will remind him of say a preseason here can say man you team na improve it. Rich, it could be this game.
Okay.
It could clearly be this game. It is a okay Chelsea akọ midweek Champions League aba. Any the way we know how stories are written in football. Oh, Nadia Mompomono. But I said that improvement by starting to say, oh, Nadia. Then you get a certain result. You say, oh, there will be a chichu break kakra. Now your mark the benefit of the doubt. Those kind of stories, you know. Rich, this game could present Manchester United Sadia. Now, with those two things now, Maka. Rich, any man you go and one advantage you. Chelsea so motivation me. On the last 2 games, I'm share you.
Yeah.
And
against Brentford, against Bayern.
And Chelsea akọje FIFA Club World Cup baba. Now all of a sudden, obviously, they are world champions, and that's they will do very, very well this season. Omo players, omo Tom Crabbe player, omo building a very, very good team. Rich, the only thing that Mama Chelsea are leaving to the expectation is to be consistent, Kaka. And that consistency, you can't play 3 games without a win. Over 3 games without a win, with that expectation now, people will start dropping it. Because you will tell it, maybe a team Nukuan and Sadanya Sa. And see, Chelsea Susu, and Sa of the panel to bounce back quickly to winning ways. And Chelsea himself, Rich, after not getting a win against Brentford, after losing to Bayern, some person bouncing back. Old Trafford there,
big statement.
You have the theater to dream, and you can dream to bounce back. No, Rich. Ebani say, and a Chelsea match the graphic. Oman to see OBR say the bad boy Ganacho. Mind games. Fantastic.
No problem.
Until they know how to play the mind games. It's a way to Manchester Cronin. Open case, oh, my man required their friend rival watch. Don't go ahead, the Chelsea for the Eddie Bar. Rich, the moment you go to their page, the first thing you see is your old boy. And I'm not too graphic to say, we are coming to Old Trafford with him. Now, Rich, beyond that, Mathieu Zomaeska. And he seems to understand what this game stands for Chelsea for no. So we a coach, Rich, you don't lose momentum. You super, you create uncertainty in your dressing room. And Maesca want to avoid that. me tie show no office wa na me say me disappointed pa in Fifi. Even Pope di as a Catholic.
Aso no nko.
Rich. Pope di nka de nya so ye no kono. Pope Catholic. You must know his name. Oda sorry cry ebusa wo so. Nti Fifi nti me am Pope di na me say eh.
Eni e be show mu ntia.
Wow. I was shocked. Rich. Na adentina amori ni kwaka say Pope kwa turu for so on changing the philosophy on changing. He is so entrenched with it say he is on the right path. So what you interview now or say enya philosophy ni when any problem the results is the problem. Because on the same philosophy as so on results people will say he's on the right track.
So coach how would you to say the personnel now they are naive. Press conference as you and our coach admitting say players no are naive.
So Rich, the naivety doesn't come with the philosophy.
What?
So about 4 back, about 5 back, about 10 back. That's why you're naive. That is what he's saying. So I told him for a player over Manchester United, what if you mistake why will you have to make that mistake? As a cry.
That is why you are the coach.
So it has got to him. It has got nothing to do with 3 back now. No. So results I see people forget about it. Now, Rich, I seem to agree with him. I will be clearly, and I will explain with the tactics in the game. This is Manchester United expected 11. My friend say, I pay. My goalkeeper, me who did you bother?
A tie.
Buying there. So buying there with Motrebak, Yoro, Delete, Luke Shaw, Dogu Mazwari, mo wing backs for. You were asking say Fernandez on the one remember he's expected to play with experienced Casemiro. Then more in Wemo any Ahmad as inside number 10s with Benjamin Sesko, yes, Kunyaba, but Ofi Engineer Banti, you heard him so be free bench and Abba. So Rich, let's quickly put this on the tactical board. Into Manchester United.
But Bibi Kasachem Obama Yada, Sunny Ayala Menson. Likely.
Sir.
Yeah.
And Kasana open.
And open my Manchester side and most of the predicted that you need in an on them.
It's enemy says like
Ayala or they go post or shiver too much. No,
it's pressure.
Too jittery.
Pressure.
Like the
pressure.
Mistake.
But don't you also believe, say, know that there is no Mugogi pay. Local transport. Oh. I don't know. Did you ask you easily, sir. Rich, I think say Ebion also so say if he is on the bench, he presents some pressure because on number 1, and because all your mistakes, you don't want another 2. If you saw the bench, Uda, I also all your mistake do, Baba. Man, now he's off, and now. Adi amampe awo mu coach in the press conference and say I say goalkeeper no situation embassy no obi anya number 1
na you know na koya no say
no but
Atai will be the number 1
and he said it say no Atai is not the number 1 and that number 1 opened for omumienu for some time maybe after there 4 weeks now already training now goalkeepers trainers say look let's go with this one then the person will be chosen as my number 1 but until then no but what I'm saying is say so now who say Atai no pupua probably a Onana presence now but now there's no Onana so there's all on the size in April it's everything man coming down kakra for us to get the best out of it. Very rich. 3 back, 2 wing backs, 2 central midfielders, 2 inside number 10s, 1 striker. Now, Chelsea are expected to say, every red game in him with this. Normal 4-1-4-1. This is Anna Chelsea Ebo. Sanchez, Gusto Cucuera, Shaloba Torsen, Moses Casedo, Estevao Pet Neto, then Enzo Fernandez Copama, and Abrantia, your friend João Pedro, and we're in ho. So this is what we are expecting Chelsea so set on more Eddie Bewam in a decoy 4-2-3-1 and that's a 4-1-4-1. So something like this. And I expect Chelsea Eddie Ebera game him as almost FS 11. Norwich. Fifi was highlighting a certain problem. And I will highlight it too. But the Ebema Fifi down or better, even though on say a problem for Chelsea in this particular game, a Manchester United conversion rate. Rich, with more 3-4-3 now, Bono. So what share one? More numbers Fifi because Mubo 2 central midfielders in this contest, Casemiro, Bruno, and I want 2 inside number 10. Yeah. Look at the young wing backs last time. They can central say.
Okay.
More 2 inside number 10s in Ahmad and in Wembu. And to reach Slasher, some Manchester Bono 15 power, you in 15 or park in this one. And come on, 4 players in the box. 4 players in the box. Chelsea will have 3 in that zone. 3 na Chelsea one. Rich, Moses Casedo, Tienio, Enzo Fernandez, and a Copama on target. It is a Gabon, Yabo, and 15 here in the middle of the park. 1 more numbers. 2 more players are on your Juma. They want to work. Copama on target. Okay. Say Chelsea Nibona, you don't see Copama chasing people, tackling them, heckling on your side. But Rich, you have a big problem. With this asset, you are able to create chances. But Obejedi said, in last 4 Premier League games, I'm about Old Trafford, Rich. More than 94 shots. Mashebu 5. 94 shots. Mashebu 5. Where Old Trafford games in Guan once I'm making. Rich, how? Because why never say goals? No prolific striker. Until any Bruno Mona, Omobama ya kati bakabo mono wabobo na sa, and our penalty will be convert here. Even though per practice, you have numbers here, a bomb creative chances. We see the end product. Last time ahead of Manchester Derby, they didn't come say more LG team behind the Premier League, even above Arsenal, Liverpool. But Rich, the number of goals are more shared. To win new games, is the problem. Okay, Monday after the Manchester Derby, they didn't come on and say, even though City won, always score line 3-0, convincing. But Rich, after City show goals, United could have come back 3-3. Clear chances. And that should be more. And when say me a show say, I saw no many tina. Amorisha or Charlie. And you born a year, and you formation. See, can you play for more the right attitude now and carry? Now, it's many man who see.
Time in the court.
I'm the one I'm finding now. Because we were still number 44.
Yeah. And no change.
You see, Rich. Just like Fifi was saying again, we've shown that mind you, in terms of almost formation on the pitch and your bad. But there's one bad situation. Rich, the way you defend. Problem can see. Especially when Chelsea ever game win with Estevao and Neto in wide areas. Koforombo 3 back. There is space in between Luke Shaw and Dogu. Estivao, Yebibi or Homami. There's a space between Joro and Mazuari. Neto, Yebibi Mami. Just all the baby at in between Omo. Let them be confused why they close you down. Make sure you are always in between Omo here. Oji pass then you have 1v1. And 1v1 now one. And yet against a 4 back. And against a 3 backer. The left hand side for us will be dealing with Estivao and in the runs. And here we may always create delete João Pedro 1-on-1 in the box. Say Enzo Fernandez and Copa Martini are arriving. Eja Bruno and Casemiro because when we say them defending Gidibia, then we will have a lot of numbers in and around Manchester United. You bet me that show Rich, my biggest problem. No. My biggest problem. And it's hard here, no. Rich, maybe I believe this game Manchester will not lose.
Okay.
I strongly have that belief. Say game way any game. Manchester United ebe elusi elho until I will go for a double chance Manchester United was our game win ehonum. Now Rich, the next big game now me for manusi master and apprentice, and I will make it very, very easy.
As an apprentice name Master no Guanapa.
I will make it easy. Rich, Omo Moka say Edru so say Arsenal beji Premier League no. Metimi aka say the measurement no. City no.
Okay.
Ateta ne Pep ne adwuma. Pep ebu obia okru nim. Arsenal to them say let's akwa onu ne Pep obu obia oye nipa. Yen ko fone mbra. Oba anya shekwa de wosia no odi beba. No buy. Oba e de bia na master de bono. Na master de bono. O say e de no oye wo ho na aye ni bintia obo no. O so yam build the squad in depth. Yam ko fast Spanish we mesa. Mo so o Erling Haaland Pep Pampa o what bulky striker. Oni bobo. Nti mo yam ko pebi. Yam ko fa Jokeres mbra. Oni bo ni gidi but oni go say. Which since Mikel Arteta movie about from City to Arsenal, one mirror bia Pep even including at a point in time. Our right back also the best of Bob White or yes center midfield because City the same thing with Akanjimo. He has been mirroring Pep. But so no me Lucia. Even though no Osusia no. Which almost you could clearly say still now we call Arteta slow Pep. Na ewo Arsenal team. Then all of a sudden Rich. As a Mikel Arteta so wakasa che no hu. So why say I am men na so. Rich now Mikel Arteta speak. Ojinatano even when Pep is at the opposite side, you don't see fear. And look, and the moment you say Arsenal has arrived. Pep say, or did he say omo momentum but they are in a good shape for that game way or Emirates because after losing to Brighton over them, say no American when you Manchester derby win, when you a very good win against Antonio Conte, the Champions League him, and or did say they are in a good place. Mikel Arteta say, "I'm going to come and to you, boy. You know pa." Now the good news and say, William Saliba is back. And no Arteta can say waba but anyway yeah
almost get on the ball yes. One is good
but on him say that partnership you know and now our watch and I'm believing so we will see Saliba back with Gabriel Magalhaes Rich so about the then this is what we are talking about with Raya Timbers and a Calafiori then and they make man say the best midfield in the English Premier League Zubimendi, Moreno, and a Declan Rice, and then him Martinelli will have 2 Eze with Noni Madueke and a Victor Jokeres with Manchester City there. I think they're rich. Omo yen no first 11 Pep. Gradually, as we yen the first 11 with Kusanov any O'Reilly or the laterals no Guardiola any Diaz as the two center halves with Donnarumma Pomu. Then Rodri sits in as the lone DM with Ford and any Reinders on the name Bernardo Silva, Jeremy Doku, and Abranti friend Erling Haaland. Na yenya Austin Wood. Ese and China battle ba ko be hwani mu pa Doku and Timbers. Battle no hono. And I think say he's watching it from a very very good football eye. Rich, what Arsenal must do? And he say no cresa omuna say omo the best three midfielders ewo fifi they must show it against Rodri. Into rules will be Mendy. Uko Spanish national team anymore. Uye backup to Rodri. Rodri akupra. And I want to say oh picky. And as I say, your national team, your friend Rodri pa. Rodri to bench now wabo. Now you meet him in a game at club level. Tell him say you are the new guy. Show it to him. Say first, Tijani Randers Oba, yes you. The best box to box midfielder in the English Premier League, Declan Rice. If you go for the best in Italy, say Umbra, no more rival. Declan Rice just told him, say Masa. Oba, a higher area. This soil belongs to us. Rich, I think say if Arsenal will be bold again at the Emirates, they should beat City again. They should really beat City again. There will be interesting battles, but Rich, I think so overall, Arsenal is a better team. A team club, your friend Manchester City CCA, and they should be able to dominate almost our hunting. But in fact, we could no Emma. Na yembe fe because which enya bontin kwa na ayede enche bia kotokoni bebi ani go stars nyina ekohia the president of the land, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Now in few hours time after the visit no team efeno go stars ebo Accra Sports Stadium against team your friend GS Kabili into which ye easy cry enche na ye the same matches no so and then Saturday
sure
umpe bet ma umpe bet the Saturday there there also place kana udi gugu code so na otamu chuku na already obetimi enya film one of those codes I was we invest in home and codes ya me dey ba go your platform is to bet your codes pe kakra to a Saturday there na we say obetimi enya bibi adia first one no BW12A 371B1. Second one no BW12A 505D0. Third one no BW12A 8D220. And the last one no BW12AA 4FEF. Into 4 bet your course simple. Na ofa na what me edia BW12A 371B1 BW12A 505D0 BW12A 8D220 BW12A A4FEF 4 bet your course ofa na what me edia aye dia obetimi edia aye.
All right, ati for ya bafie ya dia fisam no